So George, is it true that you appeared in Star Wars?
That is actually true, Luke. I played a number of different droids in both The Last Jedi and A Solo Story, and believe it or not, my personal assistant and trainer was actually Anthony Daniels, Mr. C-3PO himself. But that aside, you actually worked on Batman with Heath Ledger.
It is true, George. I often work in front and behind the camera.
And so far as I know, you are actually in an upcoming Netflix show that's extremely popular.
Whoa, George, it is true, but I'm actually not really allowed to talk about that.
Oh, all right.
But George, talking of films, it's actually true that you're an award-winning filmmaker. Your film was placed at both BAFTA and the BFI.
One of my proudest achievements, I suppose. But forget about that for a sec, because you are ranked the #1 Weller hair model in the world.
Well, George, it's true. Have you seen my hair, bro? But forget that, you mentioned that you wrote a book, and I know that you've written more.
I've actually got 3 books available on Amazon with more to come. But forget all of that, because you are actually an extremely unique guided meditation healing expert, and I've even heard many accolades from many individuals whom you have transformed to bring them into a much happier, more content state of mind.
Yeah, George, it's true. This is all true, but forget all that. We have to get on with the show.
Now then, I hear that Britney Spears has been up to no good.
I don't know if she's up to no good, George. I'm going to read you an excerpt from an article. I'm going to update you with what's going on in the life and times of Britney Spears, the icon, the pop icon, ladies and gentlemen.
This is my news resource. This is where I hear it. This is my anchor right here. Come on then, let me know.
Right. So over the past few weeks, there's been a fresh push by fans to free Britney Spears of her conservativeship. All right. So what does this mean? Okay.
I don't know about conservativeship, but I'm down for freeing Britney Spears. Free Britney Spears. Free her. Let her go. Let my people go. Why would you want to keep her locked up? Actually, I can see why you want to keep her locked up. Very attractive lady. Ha ha! Don't be serious. Nothing actually happened. It's only words. I'm not into actually locking up women. Come on. It's just a fantasy. It's a dance of the mind. It was a singular flash. But I quite like the idea of, you know, Britney Spears in a back room waiting for you.
Right, let's moving on. So Britney Spears has been keeping herself entertained by posting regularly to social media, but to some fans of the pop star, something feels off, okay? So concerned about the artist's well-being, they've claimed that Spears is using social media to send secret messages asking for help. In the late 2000s, Spears had a very public breakdown. You might remember this, George. She was seen driving with her son on her lap, hitting a photographer's car with an umbrella, went through a phase of speaking with a British accent, and infamously shaved her head. And in January 2008, she was committed to a psychiatric ward under a 5150 hold, which means she was taken in involuntarily for evaluation. After being committed for a second time, her father, this is where it gets even more interesting, Jamie Spears, petitioned with the Los Angeles County Superior Court to put her under temporary conservatorship as an emergency. This temporary conservatorship was later made permanent, with her lawyer Andrew Wallet and father having a long-term control of Britney's assets and business affairs. Britney has been under conservatorship ever since, right? So ever since. So in 2019, Andrew Wallet resigned as a co-conservator, leaving Jamie, her father, solely responsible. So essentially what we're saying here is that Britney Spears is being controlled, or what they're saying, I should say.
She's an MK Ultra, isn't she? That's what it is, MK Ultra. This goes all the way back into the, you know, the underground of mind control, government, experimentation. I heard about this a long time ago. Madonna's in on it, Christina Aguilera's in on it. What they do is they take these celebrities and they control them and they say, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. It's a bit like that scene in Clockwork Orange, you know, where they strap him to a chair and they project images into his mind. And eventually he comes out and he cannot be the person he used to be. He's actually essentially been made. He is malleable. Have you ever heard this science fiction, the MK Ultra? It's all true, I guarantee it. I saw it on Google, therefore it must be true. No, I don't actually know what's going on. But in terms of Britney, my conclusion to that story is, why not free everyone? Hashtag free everyone. Free you, free yourself, free your neighbour's cats and dogs. Just be free. We don't need to tie anyone down unless they enjoy it for a good 20 minutes or so. But, you know, hashtag free Britney, I'm behind it. I'm all for it. Britney, if you're watching, we'll set you free. We love you, Britney. Whether your head is shaved or your hair is full and long and luscious like Luke's. It's just, you know, Don't start saying hit me baby one more time again, or somebody actually might, and then you'll start a domestic dispute. So anyway, I think that's the end of the Britney story. I've got nothing else to add. Is there anything you want to say about Britney Spears? Set her free. That's it, that's my conclusion.
Obviously, we don't know the ins and outs of the whole situation, but the fact that her father seems to be in a very prominent, powerful position, apparently he's sort of in control of her assets, in control of her day-to-day movements.
Listen, Britney's dad, don't make me have to come round there, right? She did that work herself. You put her into that business when she was just a little girl working with Disney and Justin Timberlake, right? Let her go. She made that money. It's hers. Give it to her back. We're going to come round to your house, mate, right? We're going to bring our other mates with us. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. We're going to make sure Britney goes. It's going to be like the end of a movie. You know what I mean? It's going to be like the end of the movie. She's going to be up there in the tower. Flames are going to be billowing smoke into the sky. And Britney's going to say, Dad, let me go. And then Luke's going to roll in on horseback. He's going to grab Britney Spears, sling her over his back. They're going to go away into the sunset. And I'm going to be left there going, hang on a sec, how come it's just me and Britney's dad? And then he's going to say, well, she's gone now, so there's no point in us even fighting. And I'm going to say, come on then, don't worry, we'll shake hands. And then we have a good hug. And I say, I understand that really you were just projecting your own sadness over your own traumatized childhood onto your daughter, and you were damaging her life because in some way you were damaged, and a tear's gonna roll down his eye, it's gonna drip off his cheek, and he's gonna say, how did you know? It's so true. I've gone through so many terrible things in my life, and now I've done it all to my own child as well. And I say, don't worry, Mr. Spears. Don't worry, Mr. Spear. You don't have to hurt people like you do with a spear. Take those spears out of yourself. Let's change your name. We're gonna call you Mr. Flower, Mr. Rose, Mr. Sunbeam. That's going to be his new name, and he's going to say thanks so much, and then we're going to just come together, and everyone outside is going to see us, and they're going to cheer, and rain is going to come down from the sky, and it's going to put that fire out, and the dark billowing smoke is going to become a white, wonderful, amorphous cloud, and it's going to drift away until it's nothing but harmony and blue skies like it is right now. And that is the end of the Britney Spears tabloid piece that is going on in the world today. Woo! Right then. I have another thing I was thinking about talking about, unless you'd like to add to that.
I think you've completely solved the Britney Spears crisis.
Let her go! Set her free!